seems like a city that everybody's happy. And that makes me happy, you know? For the last time you guys saw us, we were in the very south of the Americas. Now, we're in the north.
This is your first time in Canada, and now a lot has happened since we were last in Brazil. It's been several weeks, actually almost a month.
Yeah, we went home, we rest a little, but we already want to start traveling again.
And this time we're doing a big, bad West Coast road trip. It's gonna be so fun. We're starting at the very top in Vancouver, Canada.
We have a couple of places that we want to show you in this series. We're so excited and we cannot wait to start this video.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Vancouver for just a little over 24 hours. We've got a lot to cram into this place, so no time to rest. Who's hungry?
Me, you know that.
Let's go eat.
In Vancouver, there's one dish that is a must for every visitor. It's a true taste of Canada, and the locals know exactly where to find the best one. It's at this place.
La Belle Patate.
Yes, we're finally gonna be trying that famous poutine that everybody seems to talk about. Have you ever tried it?
No, and I think it's gonna taste even better because I'm starving.
Well, our viewers over in Vancouver have recommended this place, and I know they wouldn't do us wrong, so let's go check it out.
As a Mexican, the only thing that I know about poutine is that there's some fries with gravy and some cheese. That's it. But over here, there's many ingredients that you can add on. We're being here like 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm already amazed of the big menu that they have over here. This dish, it could be simple, but definitely the menu is not.
Now, is it the prettiest dish you'll ever see? Maybe not. But it has the makings of everything that should be my favorite dish. So the one that I got is number 7, which is the barbecue smoked meat with cheese. There's brisket on this one in particular. There's gravy, and I got one with barbecue sauce in it. And these really good looking fries. Oh my gosh, let's give it a try. Oh my God. Oh whoa. I love the cheese curds. They're so nice. I don't think I've ever even had cheese curds before, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. Everything's delicious. I heard them saying that there's nothing bad on the menu. Like, you see all these crazy concoctions, they don't let the bad ones stay there, so everything here is good. You just gotta go with whatever your personal flavor profile is. And for me, that's barbecue.
The perfect combination. That's a little piece of brisket, and the gravy is amazing. I can see a lot of people over here after the bars eating this.
No one warned me that poutine is going to make me want to fall asleep after, and luckily we have a good place to rest our heads during this trip. Best Western is partnering with us for many of the accommodations on our big bad West Coast road trip. Let's go check out our room. When you're on the road seeking new adventures, there's comfort and consistency, and Best Western Plus Sands delivers just that. Nestled in Vancouver's West End, just a block from English Bay Beach, this hotel is the perfect base camp for travelers like us. You know exactly what to expect. Comfort, quality, and impeccable service, all without breaking the bank. Whether you want to explore Stanley Park, join in on the nightlife, or spend the day at the beach, it's all here. Plus with amenities like free Wi-Fi, a fantastic on-site restaurant and bar, in-room Nespresso machine, fridge, and comfortable beds, every detail is designed to maximize your stay. This hotel is a hot spot for cruisers and business travelers, so book in advance using the link in our description. But I think the best part about this hotel and Best Western as a whole is it's such a dog-friendly brand. Everywhere that we're going to be going on this road trip, we could take Napa with us.
That's
right. You may be wondering, where is she actually?
Unfortunately, our little one couldn't make it because she just had her first heat.
Yep.
So right now it's with my in-laws and they're taking care of her.
It is unbelievable, guys. It started truly as we were packing the car to come here, and it sucks because we planned this whole trip with her in mind. So we're really missing her, but we're going to try to still have a good time anyway.
While we miss Napa, we also see a lot of beautiful dogs all around the city.
Yeah, definitely. Vancouver's such a dog-friendly place, and honestly, I can't even wrap my head around all the things that we have to do because I'm so tired. What do you say we go to bed even though the light is out because we're so far up north?
Yeah, let's go to bed, but tomorrow we have such a great day planned.
We're in a hurry early this morning, so we decided to do breakfast at the restaurant downstairs called The Park at English Bay. And it's definitely not the typical continental breakfast we are used to seeing.
The breakfast over here is not what I expected. Actually, it's better. And if you come over here, let me recommend you the hash. It's a very, very good breakfast, which we need because we're gonna do a whole itinerary today, and we're gonna start with something that it could be fascinating or scary. It depends on you. So we're gonna eat this, and let's go over there.
First stop of the day, the Capilano Suspension Bridge. I am so excited to be here. This place is so beautiful, but Martin's a little afraid of heights. We'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh, this is definitely more bouncy than I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of scary.
It's not as fun.
Feels like you're on a trampoline. Wow.
We're just in the middle. We're not afraid. How do you like it so far?
Oh my gosh, it's cool, but I'm kind of ready to get off. It's a little scary.
So this is very cool. So we're going to these bridges that passes between the trees. So like a little city in the forest, like Avatar, something like that. Like that.
I think that's the cool thing about this park is that there's actually a lot more to do than just the bridge, which Martin wasn't expecting. The cost is like 70 something to get in, and you need to book it online in the summer months. But this is an activity that's definitely worth it, definitely worth that higher price, because you can spend all day here adventuring, right honey?
Totally. And it's nice, especially during summer right now, that it could be very hot. Right now it's so fresh over here. Nice thing. And it's actually a good activity to have the morning workout.
Yeah, exactly.
The area surrounding the Capilano Suspension Bridge is one of the most breathtaking old-growth forests in North America. Amongst the nearly 1,300-year-old Douglas firs, you can also find quite the ecosystem, including banana slugs if you're lucky. We finished wandering through the treetops, but there's still one more thing we want to see here, the cliff walk.
I didn't feel scared at that one, but this one, whenever you look down.
Oh, I haven't looked
Yeah.
down yet.
Don't
Should I
do
look?
that.
Should I look?
Nope.
Ah!
I would not recommend that.
Well, mi amor, what do you think of this place?
It's amazing. It's so beautiful, full of surrounded by nature, and it's a good hike.
Yes, definitely. I'm kind of trying to catch my breath here a little bit.
Same,
It's
same.
been a lot of stairs, a lot of walking, but it's super cool.
Sweating already.
Well, we're next to our hotel again.
That's right. And we're here with these amazing statues that actually they are very fun.
Actually, amazing laughter is what the name of it
That's
is.
it, that's it. And yesterday when we were arriving to Vancouver, we noticed this special vibe, this special energy in the air. Everybody was out, everybody was laughing and having a good time.
I know, actually Martin turned to me right when we were pulling in. He's like, I feel like there's some energy here. I'm like, that's exactly why I loved Vancouver last time. Especially in the summer. Everyone's out, walking their dogs, on bikes. It's like a street party everywhere you look.
That's why we just changed plans and we wanted to rent some bicycles to go to our next place.
Yeah, there's all these bicycles all over the place. Actually, there's some right here in front of our hotel. And we're gonna just explore around a little bit, enjoy this nice weather.
Spike.
Thoughts on Vancouver so far?
I'm loving it. Very nice, energetic. I would say advanced city. You know, it's well planned. It seems like a city that everybody's happy, and that makes me happy. You know, especially in the summer. I mean, I need to see it during winter, but right now, summertime, it's beautiful.
As we stroll around the coast, we glance at our watch and gasp! 10 minutes to noon. It's Vancouver, and noon is an important hour because there's a spectacle that brings the entire neighborhood of Gastown to a standstill. We need to get over there fast. We pedal our hardest and to our luck arrive just in the nick of time. Behold, the steam clock. It lets out steam and chimes every quarter hour, but at 12 p.m. it's an extended version. It's one of the few steam-powered clocks in the world, and every tourist in the city just has to get their video, because they need that for when they go home and crave a good steam clock video. That hasn't happened to you?
Y'all, we biked so fast that we'd make it here in time for the clock. Luckily, it was a minute late. I was expecting it to be a little longer. Still cool.
Oh my god, it's burning. It's so funny.
For more bad jokes like these and videos that help you discover a city the tourist to local way, make sure you subscribe. We put out new videos every Sunday that helps you find the best of the best experiences that help you travel deeper. Since we're in Gastown, we decided to take a look around. This is Vancouver's oldest neighborhood, and there are loads of shops to explore.
Okay guys, you got us. We're doing a little bit of shopping over here because we need to find my sticker. You guys know me. And I think Juliana, we're gonna leave this place with a little bit more than a sticker. We'll see. What is that?
It's a RuPaul magnet. I never knew I needed this.
You, David.
At first I was like, it's a little too touristy. It's just a lot of shops. I mean, what's the big deal about this place? But we started to go into some of the shops.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty cool.
The street is very nice to walk. I mean, there's no cars over here. Just maybe once in a while there's a car. And I think it's a combination of both, like pretty nice stores and also touristy stores.
Yeah, exactly. I found an amazing quality shirt. There was a store called The Latest Scoop. It was voted the best women's clothing store in Vancouver, and the stuff there was amazing. And then this record store, Vinyl Records, I don't know if that's the name of it. It just has a big record as the logo. You found some cool things there too.
Oh, the best album in the entire history, Sam's Town from The Killers.
Nice. So we're just walking around going in and out of places, but honestly I'm getting kind of hungry.
Yeah, let's find a place so we can eat our lunch. I want to know about the cons of living in Vancouver because so far it's a beautiful city. Like, I will put it over there in the top cities that I ever visited, like over there with Singapore and Copenhagen. Boston. Also, one thing that impressed me over here is the minorities. They are integrated in the society. I'm gonna give you an example. In the place that we were taking breakfast in our hotel, there were some police officers also having breakfast. It was like so diverse, and I love that because in other places, especially in the US, of course there are minorities, but they are like in groups or like in neighborhoods. And over here, you're walking in the streets and you can see all over, like there's no distinction. I'm loving that.
And heck, minorities actually make up over 51% of the population here, so they're not even minorities actually. And I was also explaining to Martín that people also say Vancouver is the most Asian city outside of Asia. And we'll get to the Asian food later, don't worry. But for now, we're doing some food here at a little place called Pourhouse. I'm in the mood for a burger. For completely different things. This place was perfect. I got a burger, it's delicious. Martín got ratatouille. And the place is a little pricey, but it's good. And they even had non-alcoholic cocktails. I got a Paloma, which was nice to see. So we're enjoying our lunch.
So right now we're walking through Waterfront because we want to see some airplanes land in the water or taking off out of the water. And there's some cruise ships over here. So we used to work on a cruise ship both of us. That's how we met. So we know all the secrets of working in cruise ships and everything about the industry. And I know a lot of people, they come over here to Vancouver to take their cruise. If you're one of them, you have to put it in the comments.
A few steps away from the cruise terminal is one of the busiest seaplane ports in the world, so we find a spot and watch the planes take off and land. These seaplanes have been flying over these waters for over a century, connecting Vancouver to some of the most remote and beautiful places in British Colombia. Imagine, back in the early 1900s, these planes were the lifeline for isolated communities. It was their only way to bring them supplies, mail, and even a sense of connection to the rest of the world.
This is amazing. We just snuck right behind the convention center, and there's a nice little place where everybody's watching the planes take off every couple of minutes. It'd be so cool to go in one of these things, and my favorite part about being here is that there's a gas station in the middle. That's so cool.
We decided to spend the afternoon visiting Stanley Park. This place is huge, and you can do many things over here. You can go to the aquarium, you can go to the gardens, but what we're doing is just driving, making a loop, and just going to the main points of this park. It's amazing.
First up on our drive is, of course, the totem poles. Did you know this is the most visited attraction in BC? Who would have thought? They're pretty cool.
A lot of people, they don't know what is BC, so you have to say bring cash.
Oh, yeah. Martín, you're funny. It's an expensive place. It really is.
It's a good thing that in Stanley Park, you don't need much more than a set of wheels, whether that's a car or a bike. Tons of families are picnicking, biking, and enjoying the sunshine.
Over at Hallelujah Point, we get some incredible views of the city and get to step foot on the famous Vancouver seawall, which is the world's largest uninterrupted waterfront path. We hop back into the car and continue driving through Stanley Park, and it's really no wonder that they say this is one of the greatest urban parks in the world.
We just opened the windows because right now you can hear all the birds, and it's amazing. It's so beautiful. You don't need music. Our next stop is Prospect Point. Check out the view. Amazing.
Martín was reading my mind. He said we should go get some ice cream at this little ice cream stand here. I don't even know that they have a name. It's just the Prospect Point ice cream place. And it was so smart we did because they have such cool flavors, including maple ice cream. I couldn't believe it. Of course, gotta have maple here, and I think later on we're gonna buy some maple things. But the cutest part is they had dog ice cream. Those have dog bowls out. I know Napa would have loved this place. We're missing her so much right now. Vancouver's such a dog-friendly place. We're gonna have to come back with her. Well, me and more, if we would have had more time, I would have loved to do a seaplane. Heck, I would have even loved to do a cruise.
But we're not gonna do neither of those ones, but still we're gonna try to go to the water.
Yeah.
So right now we're taking a ferry to our next spot.
This is cool because we're gonna go see Granville Island, and we could drive there, you know, try to find parking, but heck, let's take this cute little ferry, and it's kind of an activity in itself.
Let's see how it looks from the water.
Yeah. And best of all, this is actually dog friendly. We're gonna take Napa with us, and there's a dog beach right next door.
Napa, we wish you were here. So, we have our passes. It's $7 each for round trip over here. There's different zones, so we picked the zone 1. That is the one that it takes us where we want to go. A ver.
Hey, wait a minute, are you wearing a tourist local hat?
Oh yeah.
Nice, good branding, mi amor.
If I'm gonna promote something, it will be us.
Yeah, or Pumas.
Pumas.
Totally forgot to say that we got this at the Aquatic Center. It's called the False Creek Ferry. And it only takes like 5 minutes to get there. They go every 5 minutes.
There's a few reasons we came to Granville Island, and the first is to visit their famous public market, which is packed with tons of vendors and food stands selling just about everything you can imagine.
And we definitely weren't expecting to see mangosteen here. We haven't seen that since we were in Thailand. That's a hard one to find, but they had a bunch of them here. Salmon jerky. Whoa, salmon nuggets. Which one would you recommend for just some pancakes?
I recommend the darks. They're the strongest in flavor.
Uh-huh.
Because for the end of the season.
Are those also used for like Like barbecue stuff? maybe,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
barbecue
It's got the most flavor, so it's usually the one used in cooking and baking.
Okay, cool. Got the maple syrup. Thank you. Have a good one.
During our trips, we visit a lot of markets like this one, but this one, let me tell you, it's a good one. If we knew this, we definitely would just pick some of the things over here and get a picnic. It's amazing.
We couldn't fight that sushi craving, and Vancouver's a very good place to have a sushi craving. Now, we asked around, and a lot of people recommended to come here to this place called the Sandbar because they do great seafood. But after 4 p.m., Hoshi Sushi actually has a menu that's served here. Hoshi Sushi is apparently a really, really amazing place to get sushi. So, we're gonna dive into this. We of course got a salmon roll. It would be a sin not to. We're in Canada after all. We're in Vancouver. And then we got one called this Hoshi Special Roll or Special Hoshi Roll. And when I read it on the menu, oh my gosh, there's like a million things in it. Salmon, eel, shrimp, tuna, some other stuff. This is the biggest roll I have ever seen in my life. It's a 2-biter for sure. For sure. That salmon is freaking good. Whoa. Absolutely delicious. Oh, we picked a good one.
Juliana's not joking. This salmon is one of the best ones I ever had in my life. It's amazing. I just ordered a nigiri and it was so good, so good. I'm in heaven.
All right, ready?
Already.
Well, during dinner, Martín and I were playing a game where we were putting various cities head to head, and Vancouver was winning by a landslide. We're obsessed with this place.
We really enjoy it, but we really fell in love with this city, and I think 24 hours is nothing.
We screwed up. We screwed up. We should have been here longer, you guys.
We strongly recommend you, if you come to visit Vancouver, it's not going to be only for 24 hours, at least a weekend.
But
at
heck,
least.
you know, we probably have some people watching who are going on cruises. Definitely consider getting off. You can do a lot still for a day.
Also, if you're from Vancouver or you visit Vancouver before, tell us what do we miss.
Yeah, definitely. But in the meantime, we have a huge West Coast road trip ahead of us. We're actually visiting a new U.S. state. We're on a mission to see every state in the USA and Mexico. New one's coming next week. Stay tuned. We've left a video over here for the side for you guys to keep watching.
So long,
Travel well.
and make the world your neighborhood.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.